Hello, I'm John Mitchell, IPC President and CEO. We need to have active participants in the conversations that shape and transform the political landscape behind the electronics industry. This is important as it helps dictate the direction the electronics industry takes. No matter the size of your organization, you have a voice that deserves to be heard. IPC wants to make sure that your questions about legislation affects our industry are answered and your concerns are addressed. Advocacy is one of our aspirational goals at IPC, and as such, we make it a top priority to listen and respond to any issues or questions, as well as any technical and educational needs our members or the industry might have. In doing so, IPC encourages you to make your voice heard now with your elected officials in Congress on the U.S. Department of Labor's new overtime rule. You can have an impact on this issue by telling your members of Congress to support the Protecting Workplace Advancement and Opportunity Act. And if you're interested in policy and politics, I recommend learning more about the IPC Political Action Committee, IPC PAC. This committee is on the front line engaging members of Congress for our industry. The IPC PAC supports pro-manufacturing candidates of both major political parties with financial contributions to congressional campaigns based on their positions on key policy issues affecting our industry. One of the most effective ways to educate and influence members of Congress on matters affecting our industry is by inviting them to visit IPC member facilities, your facilities. The Meet the Policymakers program allows you to leverage our connections to invite elected officials to your site. This helps put things in perspective for policymakers to see how their decisions impact our industry. With our goal of advocating on issues across the world, IPC has spent the last 4 years meeting with EU Commission staff to emphasize the burdens and unintended problems Dodd-Frank has caused for conflict minerals. In the meetings, IPC discussed the unintended problems Dodd-Frank has caused, both for manufacturers and the miners in Africa it was intended to help. IPC encouraged the EU to adopt voluntary measures in alignment with the existing Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, and other industry programs in order to minimize the burden of compliance. Recently, there have been some updates to help minimize that burden of compliance. For more information on IPC's advocacy efforts in this area, view IPC's blog post, EU Conflict Minerals Negotiators Reach Agreement. IPC will continue to listen to your voice and provide our own to help our industry improve on a global scale. Thank you.